Good morning and a warm welcome to Honorable Principal Ma'am, respected Supervisor Ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends. Sports. Sports not only build better athletes, but they also build better people. It is said that apart from education, you need good health, and for that, you need to play sports. Sports play an integral part in the all round personality development of a child, as it imbibes various aspects such as discipline, consistency, determination, hard work, team building, and many more values, which help in molding their overall personality. And when it comes to sports in India, cricket has a special significance. In India, cricket is a religion and cricketers are gods. And we at SSPM Day School and Junior College nurture the sports culture and encourage the sportsmanship spirit in our students. Special efforts are taken by our school to train the budding cricketers and give them opportunity to participate in the best of cricketing events. Special coaching is provided before school hours in the morning, and free of cost guidance is provided by Gary Kristen Cricket Academy near Maharashtra Housing Board Society, specially to our school students. Our school organizes Rajashri Shriman Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj Invitational Cricket Tournament for under 14 age group. Reputed schools are invited to participate in this tournament. Our school participates in topmost government organized cricket tournaments like Vinumankat Cricket Tournament under 14 and under 16, CK Naidu Cricket Tournament under 19. We also participate in cricket tournaments organized by PDCA, Pune District Cricket Association, Kohinoor Cricket Tournament under 16, and Goel Ganga Cricket Tournament under 16. Our school has prepared many Ranji players, such as Ranjit Khirid, Abhijit Farande, Avinash Zadhav, Indrajit Kamtekar, Kapil Lagate, and Mr. Chetan Suryawanshi. For us Shivajians, being a cricketer is a dream that is almost lived. Even women have made a mark in this game today. There are many boys and girls as well who aspire to become cricketers but are not much cognizant about the direction and steps to pursue cricket as a career. And hence, to guide, to mentor, and to direct the students, SSPM Day School and Junior College, on account of its Golden Jubilee celebration and in line with the series of webinars by our alumni, has today organized a webinar on the topic Career Opportunities in Sports Cricket. And to enlighten us on this topic of everybody's interest, who would be better than our own school alumni who is a master of this trade? Today we have with us Mr. Chetan Suryawanshi as the speaker on the topic Career Opportunities in Sports Cricket. And I'm glad to share with you that he is an alumnus of our school from 2001 batch. I, Akik Deshmukh, on behalf of SPM Day School and Junior College, welcome you, sir. Mr. Chetan Suryavanshi is the CEO and co-founder of Sports Kingdom International Pte. Limited, a sports academy whose aim is to make sports an integral part of life of aspirants who are not only passionate for sports but also aspire to build their future in sports. To talk about his school days, I would say that पूत के पाव पालने में ही पहचाने जाते हैं. Coming events cast their shadow long before. And it is apt for Chetan sir, who started excelling in cricket right from standard 5th. At school, he belonged to Sambhaji House and was a class monitor as well. He was the school cricket captain for under 14 and then under 16 team as well. He was India under 15 player, Maharashtra under 14, 16, 19 captain, and World 11 player. Further, he became the Singapore national team captain and led the team for 10 years. Mr. Chetan Suryavanshi has been a former IPL player for Kolkata Knight Riders. Chetan sir is an all-rounder in cricket and has a string of achievements to his credits. Here we are mentioning a few of them. He has held the world record for scoring the fastest 100 in a T20 international match against China during the 2009 Asian Cricket Council Cup in Abu Dhabi. This record stood for 4 years. He wrote himself in the history books when he became the first to score 100 runs, that is a century, and take a hat-trick in the same international match in 2014. Leading the Singapore team for 10 long years, he is the man who escalated the Singapore team from 58th ranking to 21st in the world. Chetan sir is a great inspiration for all of us at SSPM Day School and Junior College. In spite of being so successful in his life and career, he's very humble and grounded and acknowledges the school and teachers for laying in him the foundations for success. He endorses that the school inculcated in him the following 5 core values, which have helped him in his personal and professional growth. The values being discipline, bravery, unity, process, and support. He is deeply attached to school, schoolmates, and teachers and holds them in the highest respect and regard. We are delighted to have Mr. Chetan Suryawanshi as the speaker for today, and our students are eagerly waiting to hear him. I welcome you, sir, once again and request you to mentor us on the topic and begin with your presentation.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I think it was after a long time I felt I'm back in the school. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Right. I think there's a lot of research boys have done uh, on me. Thank you so much for a very nice presentation. First of all, to start with, thank you so much for giving me a chance to speak to my fellow schoolmates, and it's a very emotional moment to be back in Pune, back in India, and addressing the school kids. Right, I think life in sports is always a great journey, uh, and it is very special for all the sports people. So the journey which started with me was from school. I started with the school in 2003. 2003, sorry, I graduated from the school, and I was from third standard studying in SSPMS school. What attracted me in the school was the military background and the cricket what the school had. Uh, Please feel free to ask me any questions on the way. I'm sure my presentation is not going to be better what was presented before, and the teachers have done really great job with the students. So what I'm going to share with you is my journey as a school student to a player, and from player to a coach, and from coach to an entrepreneur. So I think there is a lot of upbringing which has put together from the school side. We had lovely teachers in school. Our class teacher was Raman Madam. We had Jagtab Madam as our English teacher. And many teachers like sports teachers were Ithape sir, Bhodke sir. Uh, for cricket, we had Nevrekar sir, who was very disciplined. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years back. So the journey with the school was amazing, and teachers were very supportive of sports, which definitely made possible for many players from SSPMS to represent Maharashtra, India, IPL. We have another player, Prashant Naik, who is also partner with me. He has played IPL, he has played under 19 India, and he's played for Mumbai Ranji Trophy. So he was also with the school. So the school has a great culture, which we have seen over the years, and I'm sure now with the amazing things you guys doing at Vinumankar Trophy and late Chhatrapati Shahu Trophy, those are the trophies which marked and which were the highlights of our career. I mean, where we started, and I'm very proud that since fifth standard to 10th standard, we won every single trophy and not losing a single game for SSPMS. I think the day we step on ground, it was a great feeling to be part of such a big culture, and I think that has led many of us into very bright careers and very good positions. First, I feel in when I played cricket or when I was part of the school, uh, sports generally was not regarded as the prime or the first thing in your life. But I think SSPMS was at least 5 to 10 years ahead of other schools which promoted sports and which promoted students in sports. And I think I'm very grateful for that. That because of those exposure which our teachers gave, and the way they helped us during our exams as well, that was amazing. Because for a sportsman you need to be a good student as well, and for teachers to go out of the way and teach these sports people who have missed their classes, who have missed their lectures, come back and make sure that their portions was not affected. It was an amazing thing to share with you. Like, I started in third standard, and we used to start school around 7 o'clock. So 6 o'clock we had to reach school, and I used to cycle to school by 6 o'clock, and then we used to have a fielding session in school. We used to have two grounds. I think one ground is has college right now. So on that basis, we used to start our training at 6 o'clock. Nevrekar sir used to be in early at 6 o'clock, and then our fielding sessions will start around 7:30. We will finish 7:30. Our school starts, assembly starts, and the discipline, the regime, what we had a very good school band. From there, the school used to be until 1 o'clock, and after 1 o'clock, our another set of training starts for cricket until 3 o'clock. From 3 o'clock, the the school had selected top 7-8 players which used to go to Nehru Stadium and do extra practice. So 4 o'clock we used to reach Nehru Stadium, and 4 to 6 we had our trainings for another 2 hours, and after that there used to be a 1 hour of yoga class. So basically we start at 6 o'clock for the school journey, and we finish around 7 o'clock. By the time we reach home, it was 8, because I cycled. I used to stay close to Viman Nagar. I used to cycle from there all the way, carrying kit bag and bag. And important thing was our teachers encouraged, and they were very proud with what the sports guys did. And I think, having said that, it was not easy to catch up on studies. So the crucial part was always between 8 o'clock in the morning, where our lessons start or classes start, to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I remember never had a class, extra class, and uh, even I was in 10th standard. Then I'm happy that I got around 70% in my board exams, and that also I would share you a story that after 7th standard I started getting selected for Maharashtra, India under 15, and then West zones. So during my board exams, I was in Bangalore playing a West Zone match, and my exam, the first paper was at 11 o'clock. I remember, in the morning, and we that time the flights had started, so the association had booked a flight for me to land at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then go and give papers. I give the exams. So again, having said that, there was a lot of hard work put in uh, in by me, the process, but without proper guidance or without proper teachers or coaches, it is not possible to achieve what you have achieved. So that I really would like to thank our school for doing that. Because when I speak about bravery, I think that is bravery. The teachers had confidence that even even they are doing so much in sports, they will definitely do well in studies. So always I feel that students feel that if you're good in studies, you can't be good in sports. So if you're good in sports, you can't be good in studies. So that match was perfectly managed by our teachers, and hats off to them. I still can't believe, and people can't believe, that how I did well in school. If I have to tell you, during my 10th and ninth standard, I would have attended maximum of 100 days or 105 days of school, not more than that. uh, because I had started playing for for India under 15. I had started playing for West Zone, and there were a lot of tours, and it used to be a year-round program. So that was a quick journey which I shared with you on my school part. Then I'll share with you guys on how I became a professional cricketer and how I led Singapore cricket team. Uh, I think anyone has questions during the school times. We can go one by one at time. Yeah, I think looks like no questions. We will move forward. Is my screen still there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I've just
So the screen is yeah. Now we can see.
right. Okay. So the first pick is basically the first pick is where I started my cricket for Singapore in 2003. As a 17 and half year old, I was selected under the sports talent scheme by Singapore to play for them and to take their rankings up. So Singapore was ranked around 98 when I had gone to play for them, and now currently it's about 21. The second pick is from my record, which I had of scoring an 100 and taking hat trick in the same game in Malaysia. Uh, and then the third pick is my journey where I started the Sports Kingdom company in 2017. The person batting in the picture you would see is Rohit Sharma's dad, and you would see Parag Daival. He's also our school alumni. He was our school senior, so he heads India India business for us. So I'll start from 2003 as a player. So when I went to Singapore, it was a place where they had no clue of cricket. So when I went there, I had to really look into developing a team. And as Indians, we know that cricket is life, cricket is religion. When I went to Singapore, I never knew that Singapore is a country and where it is. When I packed my clothes, I remember taking all the woolen sheets and jackets. But when I reached there, I knew that it's an equator, and for 12 months there is no winter there. So 12 months the weather is same. So that's how I started, and there were a lot of Chinese players in the schools who were interested in playing cricket. So the journey was very rough, I feel, because they never understood cricket. They thought cricket is only an insect and not a game. So from there, to develop their mindset, to change them, and to form a team out of them was a very good experience for me. And whatever I had learned in school, I had applied there. I was strict there with the players, and I was at the same time encouraging and motivating also. So we started our journey 2003 for Singapore cricket, and from then 2009, I'm sure you know Afghanistan team, how good they are doing. So they were the first ones to play against us and to lose with us. So after that, we went on to beat Zimbabwe, we beat Sri Lanka, we have beaten Kenya. So a lot of good teams. We had won against. So that journey again, it was quite a good journey where we need to go to schools, we need to go to universities to attract players to market our sport to them. And now I can proudly say that we have about 110 clubs, 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 1 clubs in Singapore which play cricket, and there are about over 70 schools which play cricket. Singapore is as a country is same size as Pune. It's not bigger than that. So that was my playing journey, and I after that I started my entrepreneur journey in 2017 when I got an idea that cricket or rather sports needs to be played in an organized way like a school structure. So that idea I had shared with Rohit Sharma, and he loved it. And from there, we started developing our company. And from with that company, currently we are in 6 countries. We have over 150 employees now, and we have more than 10,000 students, which regularly benefit from uh, from from the things what we do. So what we do at Sports Kingdom is basically we don't just train players. We train the commentators, we train the coaches, we train there are different basically aspects of sports. So you are as a player at start, you are umpire, you are a referee, you are a sports commentator, you are a coach, you can be a sports medicine, you are sports business manager, you are team strategist, you can be a sports agent, and you can be a sports journalist also. So all these courses and players, we train them, we get them to know that sports is a bigger field. So like an IPL game, for an IPL game to happen, there are almost 3,600 uh, employees which are required to run one game, or staff to run one game. So it's a very big field, and it's a field which anyone can have, which anyone can do, and it's developing, especially after Corona. People want to be out, people want to play, people want to be healthy. So these fields have opened up, and these fields are growing in a very fast pace. So uh, giving an advice, obviously, whether what you do, it's success, it's a journey of processes. So when I speak about that, it's like it's a never ending journey. Every time you set a goal, and your journey starts with the processes what you have with you all. So uh, I will end my presentation and a short brief about me. I would like to speak to you guys and understand what would you want to know from me. It can be anything, and about sports or anything.
Thank you, sir. Akik, please go ahead with your presentation. Sir, we'll give the unmute option to everybody so that they can start with the question answers.
Sure.
So we'll just do the setting and then we'll begin with the question answers.
Yes.
Akik को present. Yes, Akik, you're the presenter. Go ahead with your presentation. Yes, sir, we are having Tanmay from 10th A class. He wants to ask the question. Yes, Tanmay.
Very good morning, sir. Sir, my question is why cricket is not considered in Olympics?
Right, I think that is something to do with BCCI. If they go in Olympics, probably they'll make less money out of it. So that's the reason. I think BCCI needs to have good leaders, where they can promote cricket in different countries, and when that sport can come in Olympics.
Thank you, sir. My second question is how to convince our parents about our ambitious in sport career.
See, that's always a challenge, convincing parents, because parents like studies. So it's like an investment. If you want somebody with you, you have to convince your parents by doing your studies on time, by making sure you are delivering all your results well. Then there is no stopping for you doing anything.
Thank you so much, sir. So my next question is how to deal with failure after game.
It's a very, very good question. I think that I was probably going to cover in my presentation, but uh, speaking on a webinar, you don't know how people are reacting, so I stopped it early. But it's a very good question. If you are failing, that means you are in a right direction, because failure is always considered as wrong. So when we hire people, we make sure that they have failed somewhere. Failed in the sense it's not exams or it's not anything like that. Failed in the sense they have gone through tough times, because that makes you stronger. And if that will be for parents as well. If parents are not allowing you to fail, or they are discouraging you from taking risk, uh, you have to make sure that that doesn't happen. Because I remember when I was with Mawan Atapattu, and I was with Harbhajan Singh, I was with the current Pakistan coach. I told them that how do you coach students, or how do you teach students? So what they said is, we make an environment that they fail. So then I was very shocked with that answer, that how can you make an environment for somebody to fail? You have to make sure that you make an environment that they succeed. But always, I think everywhere we have read that failure is stepping stone for success. So the greater failure you have, and if you can come out of it, the stronger you become. And the more advantage you have over your peers who have never failed. Does it answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, how did you get selected in PDCA district team and Maharashtra team?
Right.
Please,
So,
please tell your name.
Atharv Kalamkar.
Okay, yeah, Atharva.
hi
Atharva
Atharva.
Kalamkar.
So, Atharva, when I was playing, there was no district selection. We used to have a Fram Irani trophy, which was a 2 days trophy, and from there we used to get selected for the Maharashtra side. And when I played the under 19s, there used to be club cricket, and through club crickets, used to get selected for the for the Maharashtra side.
Prithviraj Puge, you want to ask? You want
Sir,
to ask a question?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Hi, hi, hi. Is it Shantanu?
yes, sir.
Yes, yeah,
Sir, I have a question that you are selected in under 15 Indian cricket team.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
That's a question or a statement?
No, sir, question only.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay, Samruddhi
Hello, sir.
Chande from standard 10C, she was having a question. Samruddhi,
Yes, Samruddhi. Yes.
Samruddhi, are
Hello,
you
sir.
there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, my question is what suggestion do you wanna give to viewers, especially the youth who are interested in cricket?
Sorry, I think there was a
Prithviraj,
misconnection. Could
please
you?
repeat your question. Prithviraj,
sir.
can you repeat your question?
What
Yes.
what suggestion do you want to give to viewers, especially the youth who are interested?
Prithviraj, sorry, I couldn't hear you again. I don't know if there is a chat box where you can put your question.
Hello, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, we are having Vidya with us. Vidya Kanvarkar. She wants to ask a question.
Yes, hi Vidya.
Yes, Vidya, go ahead.
Sir, why cricket is not considered in Olympics?
Uh, Vidya, I just answered that. I think it's more to do with BCCI, because BCCI is the strongest body in the world cricket, and they do not want. I think they do not want their rights or their incomes to lessen if they play in Olympics.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
And
Sir, just a moment. Vidya is having one more question.
sir, who
Yes.
is your inspiration and who encouraged you to be a cricketer?
Right. So my inspiration obviously was my father, and who used to watch cricket a lot. And then after that, obviously it was Sachin Tendulkar, who gave lot of Indians an inspiration to play cricket. And then after that, in my business side, it was Bob Proctor. He he runs a 3-day course, which you guys can Google him. His book is called as "You Are Born Rich." So it's a very good book, which was given to me by Trevor Chappell. I'm sure you would be knowing Great Chappell, Ian Chappell. So that book really turned me around, and I started setting goals, and I started making right moves.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, who's next?
I have a question.
Yes. Hi.
Please tell your name.
Avnish, ma'am,
Yes, Avnish. Yes.
sir, what is your code name?
Our coach name was Mr. Nevrekar, sir.
You? Oh, yeah.
Ma'am, I also want to ask a question.
Name, please.
Ma'am, Sari Gaikwad.
Okay, I've noted.
Yes, please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Prathamesh Taru.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead with your question.
I was want to a question that when we lost the match of cricket, how to recover ourselves?
See, sorry, is it Soham?
No, sir.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Sir, my name is Prathamesh Taru.
Right. So Prathamesh, see, losing is it. You got to treat it as a game, and as it's treated in India as a religion, right? So if you treat it as a game, you can improve more. But if you are really sad after the game, then bouncing back gets difficult. See, because so you have to lose or you have to win. It is very important that you analyze what happened and what you can improve on, and then you move on, because there is no one in the world who never loses. So after the match is lost, just analyze for 5 minutes that what happened and what I could have done better, and just finish the game on the game and go happy at home.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Now
Sir, I have a
Prithviraj
question.
Bhuke, you can ask. Prithviraj, you can ask
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Yes, good morning.
Sir, I am Prithviraj from 9C.
Sir. Hello.
Sir,
Yes, hi, Prithviraj.
I have question. What suggestion do you want give to the viewers, especially the youth who are interested in cricket?
See, it's
Sir.
very important, uh, Prithviraj, that it is very important that your daily routines are good, your process is good, and the moment you start setting goals and start thinking about setting goals is very good, but if the more you think about results, the more you put yourself under pressure. So always think about the process, what you're going to do, and it's a journey. It's not that overnight you're going to become a cricketer or whatever you do in life. So you have to set your routine right, set your schedules right, and that can ultimately get you to your dream wherever you want to go.
Sir,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
sir, I have, ma'am, now can I ask?
Just a minute. Now Vignesh can ask.
Hello.
Excuse me,
Vignesh
sir.
Maskar,
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
wait children.
how can I remove the fear from the faster bowler?
Who's
brilliant.
asking?
That's a very good question. See, the fear of fast bowler everybody has. How to remove that fear is within you. So the moment you practice more and tell yourself that I am strong, the more you give yourself a positive feedback, that fear goes eventually. It takes about 5 to 6 months, but obviously it needs lot of training and lot of pep talk to yourself that I'm good against a fast bowler.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Sir,
What is,
sir, I have
what
one
is
question.
the last stadium on the world?
Sorry.
What is the large stadium on the world?
In India, I've played at Eden Gardens. That was the biggest, and
Excuse me, sir. Sir, but what is large stadium on the world?
largest. I have been to Eden Gardens, and in US, I had been to Seattle. There is a stadium which is built by Microsoft, which I thought is pretty huge.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sai
Hello.
wants to ask the question. Sai, wait children, wait. We'll go one at a
Yes,
time.
sir. Good morning.
Sai,
Good
Excuse me,
morning.
sir. So my
Yes.
question is, how was your first experience on the cricket field?
Oh, it was amazing. I scored a big duck, and I got sent for 20 rounds around our SSPMS field.
okay. Akik, you are having a question with you? Akik?
Yes, ma'am.
Akik, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Am I audible?
Yes, Akik, yes, you are audible.
I would like to ask Chetan sir that what were the sacrifices that he had to make and what was the hard work he had to go through to get to the level he is at today?
Yeah, this is Akik. Yeah, hi Akik. Thank you for the question. Yeah, so sacrifices, if I have to tell, from third standard to 10th standard, I never had any functions or any festivals celebrated. So I was on the ground always. Second thing was there was a lot of discipline I had to imply on myself because I could see my friends eating all the junk food, which I had to stay away from. So it's a big sacrifice. And my friends used to stay up late, whereas I used to sleep at 9 o'clock and get up at 4 o'clock. But again, at the time when I started this, it looked like sacrifices. But once I got used to it, I enjoyed myself a lot. So I really won't call it sacrifices, but again, those are sacrifices at start.
Yes, Akik, go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your inspirational journey with us. I'm sure your words of guidance have not only given a direction to aspirant cricketers, but have also ignited a spark in young Shivajians to pursue a career in sports. And thank you, sir, once again for patiently answering the queries of the students. And thank you, friends, for enthusiastically participating in the interaction. I now request our Honorable Principal Madam, Ms. Shivali Jagtap, to share a few words on the occasion.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yes, so for quite some time I was unmuted. I think everybody enjoyed the principal being muted for quite some time. Okay, so nice to see you, Chetan, after a long time, and good morning, all of you all. It brings a big smile on my face to see Chetan over there. So children, I have taught Chetan when he was very, very small, right from I think 8th, 9th, even 7th maybe, I don't remember, but yes, I've taught him in the lower classes. I would teach him English. I still remember Chetan entering my class in the white uniform, the cricket uniform, with his cricket kit and submitting his books in time. That is how I distinctly remember Chetan, because we would give a lot of homework and Chetan would not be in the class because he would always be, there for matches and practice. But I had no complaint against Chetan because Chetan's submissions were always on time. So he would ensure his books were given for correction and time, his assignments were submitted on time. Then that is how I remember Chetan never grumbling, never, complaining that, ma'am, I have not completed this or I have not completed that. In fact, it was Chetan. I still remember Kshitiz Shinde, Chetan, and Prashant Naik, who was also there with me in the lower classes, 6th standard. So all these cricketers at that time would ensure that they would do their work in time and then also, be there for practice. What really helped them succeed, children, is their hard work. They were very, very hardworking, very determined, very, very passionate about what they wanted to do in life, and very focused. Unlike what I see today, you all are not at all focused. You all don't have a goal. They had a goal. They wanted to reach somewhere. They were very passionate about what they wanted to do in life. Their cricket was for some, for which they actually lived, and we could see that. So even if it was a punishment from the coach, they did not mind it at all. So I remember, Nevrekar sir hitting them, punishing them. They were made to take rounds, on the big ground of SSPMS. But these children still respected Nevrekar sir so much because they loved the sport and they knew that whatever the coach did was only for their good. And it was again, because of sheer hard work of Chetan that Chetan scaled greater heights today. And I can see, Chetan, we are all very, very proud of you at SSPMS. And, thank you so much for coming today and obliging and spending your valuable time. I know you are very busy. Most of your time you spend with your, in Cricketdom these days. So children, they started a new company, Cricketdom, which, someday maybe we can get, you all can get introduced to that, or Chetan can send a video clip so that we can introduce the children to your company. And Parag was here. He was telling us about your company. So he's working with Rohit Sharma. And we have a few children from our school. I think Prem Ahire is there. Parag Dahiwal is there. You are there. Then I think it is Prashant Naik is also involved in it. So it's a big group from our school who's working with Rohit Sharma in this Cricketdom. And Chetan is a pioneer. He's one of the most important persons out there in that company. So all the best. Do come to school. I believe you're in Pune. So do come to school, visit before you leave for Singapore. Okay. And thank you so much once again for obliging, and God bless you. May you scale greater heights, and all our blessings and good wishes to you always. And children, I want you all to, take him as an inspiration for you all. You can always put up your questions. We will forward those questions to Chetan, and I'm sure Chetan will take some time out to, we can get a video clip of his as and when we have many questions, and he'll answer those questions for you all. But please pursue your passion. If you love sports, you all must ensure you all are dedicated. You all heard Chetan saying that he would wake up at 4 o'clock. and he sacrificed junk food for that. If you all can do that, then you all can definitely succeed in sports. Your dedication and waking up early, regular exercise, stop not eating junk food, that is something which you must do. Okay, and I'm sure you've learned a lot from Chetan sir today. So Chetan, thank you, God bless you, and thank you so much for all those who have organized this webinar today, Renuka and others, and Aki, very good comparing as usual. So thank you so much. And Chetan, you must have got an experience of being in the class, okay, as a teacher, how we online class experience you must have got, how the students unmute and start asking questions.
No, it was an amazing experience, and thank you so much, madam, for having me. And obviously, it was an emotional experience also to come back to Shivajians and seeing students with so much questions and enthusiasm. I'm sure I can be around and answer them in person. And coming to the class, I have gone through a lot of tuitions in Singapore. I mean, coaching tuitions. I have handled many kids, and it's really tough. So that's why I realized that the amount of work, Vaishali madam, you have put in grooming us, it is not at all easy. And especially we being mischievous and naughty, so to handle all those students and making them into gems, it's a hats off job. And thank you so much. I have no words to thank you all, and I'm sure
Yes,
my
Chetan,
English.
and we missed you. We missed you for the function. We had a golden jubilee celebration, felicitation of our alumni. We missed you at that time. So do come and visit us whenever you are free. Okay, you're always welcome to come and meet us. We're looking forward to meet you, Chetan, in person.
Yes, yes, definitely, and I'm very excited to be there and see the students.
Yeah,
And
do come and see our new building, our new school. Yes.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. God bless you, Chetan. Have
Thank
a
you
nice
so
day.
much.
Thank you so much, all.
Akik, yes, we can see the screen. Please go ahead.
Audible?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I would end with a quote by the legendary god of cricket himself, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, that enjoy the game and chase your dreams. Dreams do come true. Now I take the opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. I, Akik Deshmukh, on behalf of SPM Day School and Junior College, express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Chetan Suryawanshi, who spared his valuable time and conducted the webinar for us. With his commendable presentation and enhanced our understanding pertaining to career opportunities in sports, and illuminated us about the requisites and direction to move towards the goal of becoming a cricketer. Thank you, sir. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Principal Ma'am for envisioning and planning the webinar for us. I thank our supervisor, Mrs. Vaishali Rao Ma'am, for the help in arranging the session. I thank Ms. Renuka Mani Ma'am for coordinating and organizing the session, and Piyusha Ma'am and Sarika Ma'am for the technical support. I thank the media and marketing team for the wonderful creatives and links. And thank you, teachers, for attending the session. And thank you, dear friends, for being a good audience and enthusiastically participating in the interactive session. Thank you. I hand it over to you, Renuka Ma'am.
Thank you so much, Akik, and thank you, everybody. So with that, we come to the end of the session. Thank you so much, Chetan sir, for sparing your valuable time and being with us. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, everybody. So